Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the November 6th, 2025 Town of Eastchester Architectural Review Board meeting. If you would all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Noel, if you could, the roll call.
Sure. Adam Beltran,
Present.
Laura Raffiani,
Present.
Tony Mastrola,
Present.
Sylvia Luca,
Present.
and Laurel Gaffney will not be at the meeting this evening.
So because we're short a few people that were here on the evenings that these minutes are the only minutes that we'll be able to approve is September. So I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes of the September 4th, 2025 meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. And then we'll move on to our new business. If the first application for application 25-44, 62 Brombach Avenue, if you would please come up and put your drawings on the board, grab the mic if you need to get closer to the drawings, but do make sure you speak into the mic.
Good evening, Paul Sabaj, attorney for the project at 62 Brambach. We have principal owner of the PGA Consulting, owner in fee, Mr. Andrew Lorimer, and to my right is the architect, Mr. Tomasz Bona. This is a project of expansion of a single-family dwelling horizontally, into three-story single-family building that will be residential one family, will remain with the remain as to the aesthetics of the surroundings and the street, and will conform to the neighborhood.
Sure. Do you want to present the elevations and take us through the design, please?
Yes,
Yes, please.
So you can grab that off the, and bring it with you.
These are the elevations. That sheet has been submitted to the board for review with the additional materials added.
Right. Do you have extra copies for the members of the board of the updated elevation with the materials more detailed?
Yes, we have a materials list and chart that was submitted to the board, and the elevation is corresponding in narrative with the chart and the selection of the materials that were submitted to the board.
Okay.
I only wrote a couple materials.
No, elevations we have.
Yes, please. Whatever was the updated submission, which included the more detailed elevation, which specified the materials and colors, plus the materials list. If you have it just for the board to reference, it's just a little bit small on the plan you have, so if you have it for them to look at. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so this is a small version of the elevations, and this is the few copies of the materials that were emailed.
Okay.
This is the small version of what you see.
Materials.
We also have samples if the board would like to look at specific colors or materials.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go through that first, and then we'll look at the samples.
certainly. As Mr. Sabay mentioned, this is a vertical expansion of the existing single family. It is a very small building footprint. It's a corner property, so we've encountered some hardship with the front yard setbacks. So the only way to expand that building was really to go up. We did add we proposed small expansion in the rear as well to pick up some additional square footage, but essentially the footprint of the building remains 90% unchanged. There's an existing front porch, roofed porch. We preserved that aesthetic of the existing dwelling with the steps leading to the front entrance. That is the elevation facing Brambach. And by adding another floor, we believe that we've given the dwelling a little bit more of a curb appeal and also more proportional volume that's more consistent with the surrounding neighborhood. The proposed materials are composite siding, and the siding will be in a white or off-white color. The new windows will be black framed. The roof is proposed to be black asphalt shingle, and all of the trim and gutters will be white. There's also some of the building stone base that's exposed with visible foundation wall. So the portions of that foundation wall that are facing the streets, both streets, we intend to cover in the Fox stone that's going to complement the overall finishes of the facade.
So are the windows now all new windows, or?
Yes, all of the windows will be replaced and they will be black.
Okay, and the existing windows, are they, the existing windows are double hung, is that right?
I believe there is a mixture of double hung and casement
And
windows
casement
currently,
windows?
yes.
And right now, there's no mullions or anything, there's no divided lights or?
Yes, we haven't preserved anything that, none of the existing windows seem to have any of the, historic value that would preserve. So we're proposing to replace all of the windows.
Right.
Plus also they're older, inefficient from energy code perspective, so
Okay.
yes.
Does the height of the home meet code?
We are
33.
at 33 feet to the ridge from the existing average grade elevation.
Which is code, exactly
Yes.
code.
Yes,
The approval for the setbacks, as we
yes,
have non-conforming to setbacks, we already have
Yes.
the zoning approval for that and for the expansion up that meets the code.
we've applied to the zoning board of adjustments to approve the variances.
But you didn't need a variance for the height of the building?
We did not need variance for height, we needed variance for the setbacks.
That were pre-existing,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Is the home getting a sprinkler system?
It will have to be sprinkled because the attic is habitable.
And is there a streetscape drawing, or is that required at this, because it's an addition?
Yeah,
I
we
don't know.
suggested for additions, but we don't require renderings for additions of this
Okay,
nature.
especially when they're going up the whole,
There's actually a quite elegant landscape on both sides of the house facing the streets, so we have no intent to significantly change it.
what I was speaking about was what we call the streetscape, which gives you, places the home with the new dimensions in between the two existing buildings side to side, so to see if it like pops up or if it's in, in the same range
I
as
see.
the surrounding buildings. Are there,
To give it scale?
Yeah, do you have the
Yes,
photographs
most
of the
of the
surrounding
buildings are
properties
2.5
that you want to present?
Yes?
Do you have the photographs of the surrounding properties? Maybe we could take a look at those.
We did provide set of photographs.
so which numbers would
demonstrate.
be to the side, to each side? I know they're labeled by the, which address numbers,
Yes, I think there is a key plan, the map attached, and each of the houses that we photographed is labeled accordingly to the location plan that depicts those.
Here, do you want to maybe put them up on the board?
Okay. So the immediate vicinity along Brambach Avenue to facing the house from the front side to our left are two residences. There's 66 Brambach Avenue.
Yeah, if you put that onto the easel, then we can put the camera
Yes,
and
certainly.
project it onto the screen.
Our property is here on the corner, and the two adjacent houses are 66 and 70 Brambach Avenue, and those are both 2.5-story structures. So this is the immediate vicinity. All the other buildings are either behind or across the street from us, and generally speaking, all the houses are 2 and 2.5 stories. The buildings located across the street are these two. The buildings located directly across the street on the other side of Brambach Avenue is 59. That's also a corner property. It's a 2.5-story, which is very closely matching what we're proposing. The front steps, high first floor, 2 stories, and habitable attic. And then next to it, immediately adjacent to it, is 63 Brambach Avenue with a very, very similar setup of the high first floor, accessible via a set of steps, a roofed front porch, second floor, and habitable attic. So there's a strong synergy between the buildings in the immediate vicinity.
Okay.
63 is the most similar in scale, right?
Probably both, yes. 59 and 63 are similar in scale, yes.
The 59 looks,
59 is narrow, so even though it looks tall, it's not as tall. But 63 is
Okay.
a wider home. It
gotcha.
has double windows in the attic, so scale-wise, it's similar to that house.
And the street in general, from 70 to 66 to yours is, what number? I'm sorry, 62, is it? Does the street go flat, go down, go up? Do you know?
Yes.
It goes up towards
the-
Edward Street.
Yes, Brambach goes up towards Edwards.
Alida towards Edwards.
Yes.
Edward.
And I think it goes slightly down, Alida goes slightly down towards Lee Avenue. But there's no significant differences in elevations within half of the block, I would say.
So then it goes down towards Alida, in front of your,
Yes,
okay, from,
that is correct.
okay. So that kind of helps in terms of the height of, how it appears more than anything
Yes.
else. Okay,
It's visibly the lowest house in the whole neighborhood, being the 1-story.
right,
So I mean, they could,
Now it is, now it is.
At the present time,
It'll be the
yes.
tallest house. I think it'll be the tallest house now. No. Right?
no, I think it's
as 63, let's say.
Its next door neighbor is almost the exact replica. It's the 2 stories with the
Yes.
Yeah.
diagonal at 33 feet.
All right, 60, I think that's 63.
And down Lee Avenue, we have down towards Lee Avenue, we have 59 Alida Street. The one with the dark siding. That's another example of a 2 stories with habitable attic. So they're very similar. And then along the Lee, there's 2 new residences built on Lee Avenue that are also, actually, I have it on the same page.
Yeah.
Those are 98 and 102 Lee Avenue. They're also 2.5 stories, high first floor, habitable attic, and actually they also have sort of perception of a 4th lowest level, which is an exposed basement with a garage.
Okay.
So I think we're sort of within the middle range between the lower houses and the higher houses within the block, vicinity of the block.
So, on to the samples of the materials.
So we're proposing a dark roof.
Do you want to maybe
by-
bring it up
Bring
to
that up
the,
to the board,
Yes,
please.
certainly.
Just pass that. Okay.
This is our basis of design is the black one that marked in the middle of the page by GAF
Okay.
Roofing. And then we have the house exterior will be white or off-white. Here's the vinyl siding sample, the very first one in the corner. And for the composite siding, we don't have the exact color, but we have this for materiality. It's going to be in white color as well.
And where will the composite be?
The composite is facing the streets.
Okay, so the vertical,
Actually, we're going with horizontal. This is an
The entire
older version of the
The
elevation.
entire elevation on both street sides, it's like a hardy plank,
Yes,
and then the other 2 sides, the rear and
that's correct.
the right, are vinyl.
Yes.
around the corner is the,
Yeah. When you wrap the
Yes, so
corner.
that we're showing, we're kind of addressing and respecting the fact that the house is is fronting 2 streets.
this is the updated elevation. It is 8.5 by 11, so I don't know.
okay.
You can't really read the notes, but you
That-
can see the
that's-
directionality of the
That's being
siding.
done because of cost?
Yes, this is the current proposal for the facade.
No, I meant the vinyl.
Horizontal plank
The
siding.
reason for choosing the vinyl on 2 elevations is because of cost?
Yes, I mean, this is much more expensive material, the composite, and so we're proposing this at the most prominent, in the most prominent directions.
So if it's all horizontal, will the width of the
Of the planks?
slats will be the same on the vinyl and
Yes,
the-
we're gonna match the exposure of the composite and the vinyl.
Does that sound feasible?
What happens on the corner where the 2 meet? What is that material? PVC corner? Or,
Well, on the composite, we're gonna have to terminate with the composite, where the siding meets, where the vinyl siding meets vinyl siding, it's gonna have to be a vinyl corner.
So you're gonna miter the 2 different corners?
So there's gonna be a composite corner that's gonna separate
Both sides of the
that's gonna
corner.
separate the 2 materials.
yeah, like a PVC corner that the hardy plank dies to, and the vinyl on the opposite side will probably have a J-bead.
Yeah, where the hardy plank,
Like a channel to accept the vinyl against the PVC,
yes.
right?
Okay.
I think we're gonna use composite, we're gonna use hardy corner at the termination of hardy plank, and then we're gonna transition to vinyl, instead of using vinyl corner.
Okay, so on the vinyl side,
Mhm.
it's just gonna go up to the hardy corner
Yes.
with no,
Oh, there has to be a channel.
So
except
there's going to be
vinyl.
there's going to be a vertical corner,
okay?
hardy corner, and on one side there's going to be a hardy plank coming to it. On the other side, vinyl siding.
Okay. Do you know, like, how much it would be, the difference? What's the difference between doing the whole house in hardy and doing the half, half and half?
It costs like double. More than double, yeah. The cost of hardy is more than double of the cost of installation of vinyl siding.
But being that you're doing half already, it would be more like 3/4, like
And
another,
it's-
the difference would all,
I think basically to do 2 elevations in vinyl and then, what are you doing around the windows? PVC also, or vinyl?
The windows?
On the vinyl side.
Yes, it will match the materials surrounding the windows, yes.
Probably a $30,000 difference between 2 elevations in vinyl compared to 2 elevations in hardy plank.
I'm just afraid it's gonna be really noticeable. What do you think?
That side of the house is so close to the property line that really nobody can see it.
And the
So-
colors, besides the exposure, the colors are like very, very similar.
The color is going to be white for both materials.
Yeah, cement board's Arctic white.
So the east side elevation, that also gets horizontal, everything's horizontal now. Even there, even though that's hardy plank, you're not doing any, in that center piece, that bump out.
This one,
Yeah,
facing east?
yeah, that's the other corner, right? That's the other.
Yes, that's the one facing Alina Street.
Okay. And those triple windows that are there at the center of that elevation, are they the same windows that are in the photographs, or is that just a whole new thing?
I mean, they're the same as far as,
The location and,
well, there is an existing
Was it-
bay window which we're removing. It's inefficient, outdated, and it doesn't really serve any practical purpose. So
On
we
that
are going,
side?
we're coming back with a window that's co-planar with the building elevation.
Not a bay window.
Not a bay window, no. Yeah.
is that the one that has the diamond mullions right now? Like,
It's this window here.
oh, okay, so I was looking at this. Has
Oh, this is-
some interesting window, like interesting,
Oh, I see that the ones
Lights
that have a
divided,
diagonal trellis, yeah, that is, there's gonna be
now
a,
replaced by that just a double window over there, is that where that one is?
this is actually where the kitchen is, in
So
that
on-
corner.
Is it that, yeah, there,
Yes,
where it's
yes.
just a double window?
Yes, so we are replacing those windows as well.
And the triple window that's on the front elevation is on the porch area, that's not a bay, it's just a flat triple window, right?
Yes, we're within the porch, under the roof. Yes, it's a flat window. Also co-planar with the building facade.
do you think that there could be anything like, even though they're casement windows, if it had like some sort of a division in the middle, like just 1/1, or?
We'll make it less modern in a sense, if that's, you think about doing a divided light on the case, they're all casements, because of egress. All the windows, the new windows are casements.
The windows need to meet egress requirements, so that's driven, of course, by bedroom requirements. So then consistently, we continue the same size of the windows,
You ever-
the same
did you
style
ever
of
think
the
about
windows
doing a-
across the other.
You ever think about doing a divided light, like a fixed vertical, or,
I mean, it's owner's choice. We could introduce, we could acquire
most of those homes
windows
over there,
with,
the larger
with
ones.
some divided
have like an-
lights.
They all have, 19,
A little bit more traditional
20s,
look
30s
to
look,
them.
right?
And I don't think that this home is super modern, that it is requiring, just a single pane. I think it would be,
It certainly would,
a doable thing.
certainly would be an option to introduce some divided lights.
I think as long as they're all matching, I think, you know.
It will not, contradict to what we're trying to achieve aesthetically.
Are you replacing that front porch at all, or the stairs, or is that?
The front porch is staying, we're just replacing and improving all of the finishes
The siding.
to the corresponding materials that we're using elsewhere.
So what did you-
Steps are in original location, the posts as well, the railing gets replaced. There's actually a massive knee wall serving as a railing, so we're removing that knee wall, leaving just piers at the columns, and we're introducing a handrail.
Is that what you needed the variance for?
We did not, no, we needed the variance for front yard setbacks for the vertical expansion. The porch, we didn't need variance for porch because we're not changing its size or dimensions.
And the railing material is,
It's going to be a white polycomposite vinyl railing.
so open up to public hearing at this point. I'd like to make a motion to open a public hearing on application 25-4462 Brombach Avenue. Second?
Wait, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone here from the neighborhood or whatever who would like to make a comment regarding this or have any questions about this application? No? Any more questions or comments from the board members? Silvio, are you
I would-
working on some divided lights
I would
over
just
there?
go back to that, if that's what you were thinking. Because
Okay.
it kind of has, because of the vertical siding, it has a farm-style look to it,
Yeah,
in a
but
sense.
it's not vertical anymore, that's the,
Yeah, all horizontal.
So I'm regardless, I think that if it has a grill, like a cross, it would look a lot nicer.
a little more,
Yes, we can certainly
The windows are black.
add the, we can certainly add the
Windows
grills.
are black on the,
Yeah.
you're doing
Yes.
black, right?
Yes.
Yes.
alrighty,
Okay.
so, then, any other additions, or do you want to,
Like,
yeah. Like 2/2, basically, well, it's not really
the
two.
cross.
Yeah, can I say
Cross
to
hatch.
recommend a
Oh.
divided cross grill, divided light cross grill windows throughout? Is that accurate? Is that an accurate description?
does the owner mind?
What, if you could take a look at this, it's probably easier to just see this, if you want to show this to the owner, as the suggestion.
The owner is in agreement.
Okay,
Yes, yes. Because we just looked at with the owner at the houses on Lee Avenue, and
Yes.
if I may approach.
Yeah, if you could just use the microphone also, please.
Okay. The owner was just pointing out
Yeah,
as to the
They have yeah, right.
siding. Yes, as to the windows, absolutely.
Yeah, those are,
And as to the siding, the owner was pointing to the siding on the two new developments. It seems like what the owner is proposing with the Isaac on the sides is a step up from this. But if the board recommends that everything was in vinyl, he's happy to do everything in one material as to outside siding.
no,
Although
I think
I
actually
think that-
she was going the other way around.
the owner appreciates that, yes. But as to the two sides that are not from facing the streets, they are, as the architect mentioned, they are invisible almost to the even pedestrian passing by, so traversing the sidewalks. So the owner is happy to go with the recommendation of the board. Thank you.
okay. All right, so,
Okay.
do you want me to start the motion? Or, well, first of all, I'd like to
Yeah,
make a
you wanna
motion
close the
to
public hearing?
close the public hearing on application 25-44, 62 Brombach Avenue.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty. And then,
So,
that's-
yeah, it would be a motion to refer application 2544, 62 Brownback Avenue to the planning board with a recommendation to approve the application with the following recommendation. So the recommendation is to add divided light cross grill windows throughout the facade,
on all sides,
on all
Right.
sides, yeah.
so that all the windows are
Yes.
congruent. And I'd like to make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all right. And, so on to the planning board, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you could just submit to the planning department 2 copies of this updated elevation so we can keep it for our record file, we would appreciate that.
Absolutely. Noted.
And you can take the materials. And just so the next person is getting prepared, our next application is 25-38 Siwanoy Country Club. Their stuff, right?
Oh, thank you.
All set?
Yes.
Good evening. Tony Panza, architect for Siwanoy Country Club. The project previously had been in front of the planning board for the first meeting, then it went to the ZBA. ZBA approved the variances there, which were essentially height variances. I'll run through it as we go through the buildings. The height variance is just because it's an accessory structure on a commercial property. The height of the buildings is matching the existing buildings, which you'll see in elevation.
This property is zoned R20 residential, so it's subject to the residential accessory structure heights, but because it is a non-residential use, the buildings are a little taller.
Let me just give you a little bit of an overview. There's an aerial image here. The aerial image is showing a single building this is in the north section of it, not near the clubhouse on the other side of the property. So a little bit also to point out, California Road is here. Further down south this way, it's just golf course. There's no homes. On the opposite side of California Road, there's no homes. There's the 2 parks / farms / stables located further down this way and further down that way. There are some residences which are on the next street over. They back up to the facility. Okay, so there's nothing that's across. The facility itself is downhill from California Road and thoroughly planted out existing material planted out along the California Road, except for where the driveway enters into the property. There's a minimal view of the buildings. There's also a minimal view of the buildings from the golf course, and there's a restricted view from the homeowners. There's existing plantings that occurs along the property line. There's some new plantings proposed along the property line. There's actually one neighbor that prefers not to have plantings because they want more light in their backyard, so they don't have plantings. It was very specific with meeting with the neighbors to make sure that everyone was happy. So in the existing here, you see here's an existing building. This is the existing ridge that we'll talk about that has the height that we're matching with the other structures. And we're putting an addition onto this structure here. And then you'll see on the next one, there's a new structure and then one that's over here. The existing building has a metal roof and it has metal siding, vertical metal siding, and it's in a green color. We're not looking to change from that. And I can show you some images of the existing building. I'm going to run into, so this building exists, except it has a smaller, lower portion of it on the front, and we're going to extend that and then put in these two. You can see a number of additional plantings that have been added. When you drive along California Road, you can't see in. These are just supplemental plantings to additional plantings to add in. And there's some that's over here, and then there's a noticeable spot where there isn't some. That's a neighbor that would prefer not to have plantings in that location. The elevations that you see here, there's a white line right here. This is the existing building, and it's a green vertical metal siding with a green roof. And that is the only portion that we're looking to add. It's not, again, it's an addition because we're doing the full width, but there's a portion of the building that is there now. The reason for that is because we're trying to put some more bathrooms and offices for this is for the turf care staff, so it's for the staff that maintains the golf course. Most of it is for storage of equipment, repair of equipment. You'll see in another building that we're doing, it's an environmental center. It has a wash system in it. It's a recycle wash system. The overhead doors and the man doors are in a medium gray. And so there's the building there. And then we can go to, the existing has a pitched roof. No change from that. You know, it's trying to make it look as residential as we can, although it's a commercial structure. So this is the storage barn. It's similar garage doors that are on it, the same vertical metal siding. This structure is a little bit different. It has a covered wash pad area. This is the one that gets a little bit more technical. This whole pad over here, you pull the tractor onto it, you hose it off, it collects all that water and clippings, and it recycles it. It's a very large pool filtration system, but it's carbon-based so that it can take the washing of the equipment as it comes off, and other stuff that's stored inside there. You have a photometric study that's in the drawings. We have full cutoff light fixtures, and so they're dark sky compliant. There's no lights on the neighbor side of the building, except for we're required to have a light at every man door. It's an emergency light. The neighbors won't see it. The focus of the lighting is in the courtyard area there, as you can see from the calculations that are done on that drawing. That's a run through. Yeah.
Could you just, right there, one building of those three is existing and the two more are
New.
additional?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the presentation to the planning board, the applicant explained they're basically taking a lot of the maintenance activities they do outdoors and bringing them into these buildings.
And they're all gonna match.
They all match. Yep.
And this, in the turf care building, this is all like employee,
Yeah, it has, you
business,
see,
the
yeah,
lockers,
lunchrooms,
the-
locker, yeah, right now that area is very small. There's a toilet, the toilet has like a janitor's closet in it, so there's, 26 staff that are in that area, so it was a little bit tight before. and a lunchroom.
That's pretty.
That's nice.
And
And I started off just mentioning how we had to go for the variance for the height. It's only 20 feet tall. It's just that because it's a different rules than the residential, but it's 20 feet.
They granted you the variances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we just have to go back to planning board to complete the process. But planning board really had no comments for us. We're very favorable.
What was the highest?
The height,
The height, yeah, the height.
20 feet.
20 feet was the highest, okay.
Yeah. It's a one-story building. It's
Yeah.
just that
No, it mentioned
it's
26
pitched.
feet that it was
So
proposed.
would we want to have a flat roof to have it be lower? No.
No, I agree.
Yeah, the 26 feet is the ridge of the storage
Yeah.
barn. The storage barn to the eave is 14.5 feet.
Public hearing?
yes, I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing on application 2538 Siwanoy Country Club. Anyone second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is there anyone here from the audience that would like, please come, state your name and address, and,
Good evening, thank you. Jeff Fleischman, 146 Highland Avenue. We've bought our house in 1992, so we pre-existed the previous building that they built, the last one. They had a building before that. The problem is that it's a high water table in the area. There's a lot of water runoff, and it seems like every time they build it, they take away the amount of area that can take water. And there's also paving that used to be a dirt road back in the day. And I spoke with the superintendent. I've been given promises. There's a fence that's been in disrepair for a decade, and of theirs, a tree fell down on it. They took the tree away, but they never repaired the fence. That's minimal. The big thing is when the big storms come, all the water from up there comes down to me and my neighbors. But I have a pool deck and a deck on my house. I've put in I put in dry wells, and also I've abated everything I possibly can. But I just want to get a promise from the club as a neighbor that they will try to divert the water away from the properties, those 4 houses behind this maintenance area, where the water, they're higher than us, and and Highland Avenue is lower than my house. So it just comes right through me. And you know how that corner floods. That corner floods terribly. So I don't see anything in the plans. I'm trying to be amenable. Like I said, I spoke to the superintendent. I haven't gotten any specifics.
okay.
So if I can get some
There is
specifics,
some-
how they're gonna get rid of the water, the more water now, since there's less ground to take up water, how are they gonna plan to get rid of all of that?
Okay, I believe there are some plans right there, somewhere in that, presented that, for stormwater management. Am I right? There's
So the drainage is dealt with at the planning board level, and the drawings have an extensive amount of drainage associated with it. So every part of impermeable surface, which is asphalt and roof, has to be dealt with when you're meeting with the planning board. And that would have been the presentation for the neighbor to be at, to see the extent of the work that's being done.
Don't you have something there of those plans, or no? Because I thought I saw it in our
It might be
set.
it might be in that packet there, but
Okay.
essentially, all of the drainage is being dealt with. There's an extensive Coltech system, which is, how many, 10,000? 240 units of,
240 cold.
that are it's all the water's going towards the golf
I mean,
course.
I have a question. The existing building that you're adding to, does that have existing storm and erosion details? I mean, context for that?
All the existing drainage is being torn out and redone for that entire area to move it,
So
south.
any impervious is gonna be dealt with?
Yes,
Has
And-
it been
and-
approved, has it been approved
Yes.
yet in the planning board?
yes.
No, not yet. It will return to the planning board after this.
Sorry.
It has,
Drainage
right.
has been reviewed by the consulting firm which does all the reviews for the town, and everything has been approved on that side. The planning board hasn't officially approved.
So, yeah, so the initial application was referred to the town's consulting civil engineer. They've reviewed it, they've issued some comments on it, and that review will be ongoing. But it was the conclusion that the water will be managed on site. That was the engineer's
Do you
conclusion.
have a date for that?
Well, it depends on the outcome here. After this meeting, they'll make another submission to the planning board to conclude the review there. And at that point, the site planning issues like stormwater will be addressed in more detail than they are here before the Architectural Review Board.
Sir, you're welcome to go to that meeting to state your point.
I got the notice for this meeting.
For this
Okay,
one.
good.
And this one's first, yeah.
Yeah, this one's first, then they'll go back. Just,
That, you know, it is an issue, and I just wanted to make sure that it was being dealt with.
Yes.
and it's recorded, so, and it's great. And if you can make it to the other meeting, that would be great, and, you know,
Yeah, I think.
so you could express your concerns.
Sure.
But I think that in general, the stormwater management, all the zoning for that, all the rules have greatly improved. So the more new construction that it goes on, the more they have to bring it up to,
I did the same when I built an extension on my house. That's why I have dry wells everywhere, and, I mean, they made me do the same thing. You
Yeah.
know, I have no gutters and leaders anymore, it's all, just like I said, I just wanted it on the record, that's all. Thank you.
absolutely. And very understandable with that. Okay, is there anyone else who has any questions or comments regarding this application? Okay. Members of the board, any more comments or questions? Okay, so I'd like to make a motion to refer applications. No?
Sorry, we still have the public hearing open, so why don't we
Oh,
just
I'm
close
sorry.
that?
Sorry.
It's a
Close
procedural
the
point.
public hearing for application 2538, Sidewinder Country Club.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then I'd like to make a motion to refer application 2538, Sidewinder Country Club to the planning board with a recommendation to approve as submitted.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty.
And the next planning board meeting is scheduled for December 4th, so I think it's probably likely that the applicant will make a submission for that meeting, so you'll want to check the planning department's website for the agenda for that.
Thank you, board.
Thank you.
All righty, and our next application this evening is 25-43, 3 Hanfling Road.
Good evening. Sid Schloman, architect, on behalf of the new owners of 3 Hanfling, the Cromwell family. The project in general entails addition and alteration to a one-family home. The existing structure was legal non-conforming in terms of some of the setbacks. We did apply to the zoning board for the addition, which would align with the non-conforming facades. And the zoning board granted several variances, including a side yard setback, including the proposed longer front porch than is permitted, and a side yard setback as well for the second-story addition. Currently, it's a 1.5-story home. The intent is to have a full squared-off two-story home. The existing first floor will remain. It's 8-foot ceiling heights. That will remain, and then the second floor will be developed in full. You can see the existing home here compared to the proposed rendering. So the second floor will come off. All the windows will be changed, all the siding will be changed, new roof shingles. All the windows will be 2/2, simulated divided light, white grille. The siding is a hardy, shake-style harding with a 5-inch exposure. You can see here the proposed front porch and the front door. The garage currently is kind of around the corner, set back. We're pushing that forward so the garage aligns with the front facade. You can see here some views from the rear and the sides, and the asphalt shingles for the roof, and all the siding, all the trim work will be an AZEK white board. We've also added 2 lantern-style sconce fixtures at the garage door. Let me just... These are photos of the existing home. You can see there's a shed dormer in the back, a low attic, a small dormer in the front. The whole entire roof will come off. These are some neighboring homes. Hanfling is relatively flat, and all the homes here are all 2 stories. I believe the home number 5 did a recent project years ago. They're actually taller. One of the things we clarified was the height. We are 1711 or 18 feet to the principal eave, which is below the maximum requirement. And here is our color and material board. You can see here the windows, the roof shingles, the siding, and we're doing a stone skirt in the front of the house. And then we have the 6x6 columns, which will be wrapped with the AZEK trim, AZEK board, and then the sconce fixture, which will be by the garage door.
Okay. A moment ago, you mentioned the height being 17 something?
Just to the principal eave, that was one of the clarifications that we had to put on the elevation drawing.
Yeah, we have 2 height measurements, the first to the principal eave, and then we have to the ridge, which is permitted 33 feet.
Right, and this is 2910 to the
Yeah,
principal?
yeah,
2910 to the ridge, I believe.
to the ridge.
Yeah.
It's less than 18 feet to the principal eave.
And then previously, you mentioned that the first floor will stay at 8 feet,
Yes.
and then the second floor is also
8,
8?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Did they mark the materials?
Not on the elevations that you have, but we did receive updated elevations.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing we added was that dimension to show that it's zoning compliant in terms of height.
Right, and an indication of the materials.
Yeah, that was all the indication of the materials, yes.
And do you have samples of the material?
We
Well,
have
you had a picture there that I don't think we have.
You might have that on a separate sheet in the application packet. That was what initially was submitted.
These are better than the actual samples, just in terms of...
Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah.
Thank you.
And the mixed gray Bedford stone appears on the front?
The stone is only on the front, and the gray mist siding is the entire house.
What's the material for the siding?
It's a cement fiber board, a hardy, but it's a, like a shake
shake.
style, yeah.
Did you ever think about, I think the front elevation reads too flat, one-dimensional. Did you ever think about the two gables you have in the front? If you project those, the second floor elevation just slightly out, where the gables are.
You mean like cantilever it forward?
Yeah, just like under the gables, where the two windows are, like this,
Well, here there's the roof.
Oh,
like that.
um,
And also, if you ever considered doing a hip roof.
did not consider doing a hip roof. I mean, the owner, the client, liked the gables the way they are in the front. What we did do to add 3-dimension is,
No, I meant hips on the sides, the actual main roof.
yeah, now he wants a more functional storage attic.
I think 1,800
terms-
square foot attic.
Huh?
An 1,800 square foot attic is 1,500 square foot attic's big. I'm just trying to make the house.
But, well,
not
in
look-
terms of 3-dimensionally, I think the front porch and the gable portico over the front door, I think that alone is a big improvement in creating some 3-dimensionality to the front facade.
So how much does the porch come out? Like
6
a two-
feet. 4 feet would have been permitted, 6 feet because he wants it functional, and we did get a variance for that.
So
I
this
mean, I think
helps.
one thing we did also is, like, we have a,
Last,
in terms of 3-dimension, I mean, the color, the contrast, and the lookout rafters of the 2 gables, the roof over the garage door, and the porch, I think I mean, if you look at the before and after, I think we gave it a lot of 3-dimension out to it.
and what's the eaves in the front, like how much are they coming out?
The overhang is
Yeah.
1 foot. The roof overhang, the soffit, is 12 inches.
Is the shadows giving it a little bit more oomph? All the way around, the sides as well, that,
Correct, the gable ends and the eaves.
and the porch is 6 feet, and then that little roof over the garage, the little, how far does that extend?
That's less than 3 feet overhang, that's just supported on its own.
I think looking at it in 3D does help a little bit, give it a little more. And then this stone, the Bedford stone, is that a stone,
It's-
real stone? or
Yeah, it's
a-
random rectangles, and it's a real stone.
Okay.
Veneer, that would
Veneer.
be just on the bottom 3 feet or so, just in the front.
I think that somehow, I don't know if it's this rendering or what, but somehow it almost looks like the siding comes out a little bit more than the stone. It kind of makes the stone look flimsy, if you know what I mean, like the way
There's
they
a stone,
neat.
and then there's like a cap on top of the stone, and the siding is set back.
It is set
Yeah.
back. It looks the other way around, I think, kind of because of the shadows or something. You see what I mean, Sylvia?
It's just under the porch, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the way it would actually be built.
No?
The stone's gonna have, 2-inch thickness, you have to do
And
a,
it's-
I mean, you have the wall that's flush, the siding is, half inch, and then the
Yeah, it's
stone
gonna-
is 3
it's gonna
inches.
project a couple inches beyond.
Projects out the
Okay.
stone, yeah.
I have a cap on it.
Otherwise, it just looks like wallpaper, if you know
No,
what I mean.
the wall needs to come down to the foundation. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's gotta have some, look like it's holding something up there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the shakes, it is a hardy plank shake?
It is, yes.
I think it looks nice. The AZAC wrap around the columns.
Okay. Righty,
Public.
yeah. Just make sure I have the right application number.
This is 2543.
2543, okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing on application 2543 at 3 Hanfling Road.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty. Is there anyone here that would like to comment or question anything on this application? No? Okay, any more comments from the board or questions? All righty. So then, I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing on application 2543 at 3 Hanfling Road.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty. And then I'd like to make a motion to refer application 2543 located at 3 Hanfling Road along to the planning board with a recommendation to approve as submitted.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Great job. Thank you. Looks beautiful.
Our next application, if you would come up and set yourselves up, is for 2553 Four End Place. Okay. Please grab the mic.
Good evening. My name's John Caro. I'm representing Mr. Hanna tonight. And
Yeah, just hold it
oh,
closer to your mouth.
Apologize. So we're basically going to be expanding the house vertically. Right now, it's a gable roof over the existing house. And there's a small dormer on the front of the building, which has room, if you will, in it. Not, doesn't really have adequate ceiling height, which is one of the reasons that that they've decided to expand the building vertically. So we're going to have basically 4 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms upstairs, and 2 baths. The building will be about 17 feet to the eaves and another 8 feet to the top of the roof. We have to also extend the chimney vertically. We're adding a new covered porch on the front of the house. The windows on the bottom of the house are going to remain, and there are no mutton bars in the windows. And we're going to continue that look in the top, so we're going to keep all double hungs and with no mutton bars. The building will probably be all resided with hardy board. All the trim will be AZAC. They haven't picked a color for the siding yet, but the siding and the roofing will probably be a dark color, but I don't know what it will be yet.
Do you have a palette that you're considering that maybe we could discuss?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Some samples?
Yeah, we just have samples of some sidings that might be used on the house. It's not really a palette picked yet, except for these colors. Would you like to see them?
Yes, please. So are you using hardy board?
Yeah, it's going to be all hardy board siding on the outside. It'll be a clapboard style siding,
You know, all the exterior trim's gonna be what?
AZAC,
White?
white.
What about the roof? What do you-
Roof will probably be,
The hardy plank, are you gonna go textured or smooth?
I'm sorry,
Textured or smooth with the hardy plank?
texture.
Textured?
Boards that are built over height.
Look like a 6-inch exposure.
No, I think it'll be like 5 or less.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so he's saying that the reveal on the siding is probably going to be somewhere between 5 and 6 inches.
Are you the
Owner.
builder or owner or?
Homeowner.
Okay. And what about the windows? Are they all new windows or?
The windows on the lower part of the house are all going to remain. We're going to basically match those windows. Those windows were recently replaced, and we're going to match the new windows on the top of the building will be similar windows.
What type of windows are existing? Final replacements?
Anderson?
Oh, Anderson's?
Yeah.
Everything will be and the existing window colors.
charcoal shingles, and then, I'm not sure what the siding color is.
I would only recommend that it be a little bit lighter than the charcoal roof.
Yeah, I guess the question becomes, if this is the selection set that you are considering, are any of them, do you think, inappropriate for the setting? And then would you want to, consider making a recommendation for any of the colors, unless you think any of them are inappropriate for the setting within this palette range?
Do you have a preference on color? Do you want, because you have blues and you have grays.
Yeah, I mean, I think my wife might have stronger preferences than I do.
Do you know what it is?
I think she tends more to the blues.
To the blues.
Yeah.
You like the charcoal roof with the blue?
These are the three blues.
I think it had recommend to be lighter than whatever the roof is.
the lighter the
The lighter the better. Just to give it a contrast, so it doesn't all look like one color. And you said you like the textured, correct? Yes. Yeah. That'll give some depth.
It's a bit unusual to come to the ARB without the actual samples of what you're proposing, because that's what we're here for, really, more than anything else, is the aesthetics of the building. I hate to make you wait, I don't know how long it's
Till
gonna be.
January.
Till
Yeah, to
January,
January to come back to us, but like, it's kind of tough to,
I'm sorry, but I mean, if there are any that are unacceptable, we're willing to work with you and take those off the table.
Yeah.
So just tell us what's unacceptable.
'Cause what you could do is, if any of them are unacceptable, we can specify it. Otherwise, we can specify, we've done this with a couple of applications in the past where there's one or two colors that the applicant is choosing between and all of them are acceptable. We
Right.
just have it specified on the next submission set to the planning board.
I don't know, I just
Well, I
recommend
mean,
the
the
lighter
pre-
ones,
if-
but
if
the preference is
So
blue.
I think
Blue.
Yeah.
preference is blue, correct?
I think in the,
Well, this was one
in
of
the,
the blues,
The booth,
the
the blue,
lightest blue.
I think that's called Booth Bay, the lightest color.
Yeah, Booth Bay blue is the lightest blue, but
Right.
if for some reason age pewter, I think is acceptable as well. I know it's not a blue, but it would be acceptable, but I think you would have to make your mind up between these two lighter ones before you go to the planning board and present the materials properly. And also the
The roof, the charcoal.
the roofing material as well, the shingles. And is there any proposed lighting, like by the front door?
no, the lighting will be
garage.
concealed in the ceiling of the porch.
Okay. And by the garage is existing?
Yes,
Okay. So, and also, what you need to do is bring cuts of the windows. So say, this is the window that we used before, this is the one we're gonna use now.
well, it's still gonna be a 400 series Anderson window.
I understand.
Right.
So that's what you need to bring to the
So,
planning board.
so you need, to the planning board.
The planning board.
I see,
yes,
okay.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah, and
that's what you should have come with tonight.
Right.
But what you need, I'm not gonna hold that against you, especially since we're not, meeting in December, the ARB, but you have to know what's expected of you, okay? When you're coming to the ARB.
Okay, well, when we go to the
Most-
planning board, we'll tell them
Most
exactly
architects
which.
present a rendering nowadays.
Right,
So you can see
right,
the color.
right.
Yeah, they're just saying basically, just, when you go to the planning board for the next meeting, present all the materials there.
Yeah,
And have it picked out.
absolutely. And we can have a rendering made, that's not a problem.
Okay.
What color is the existing siding? You have a note here, match existing siding. Does it
Oh,
match?
no. The existing siding's not gonna remain on the building. It's, I realize it says that on the plan, but they've changed their mind about the siding, and they're gonna replace all of it.
Okay, so you have to update your drawings to be exactly what it's going to be, and then, when you present to the planning board. And also, things like, that the planning board is definitely gonna look for is, well, I don't see is there a site plan here?
Yes, there is. It's on page 1, I believe.
Yeah, they still have to get that approved.
So do you have like locations of I'm sure you have to upgrade the HVAC, right?
Yes.
Okay, so is there a
So
location?
right now, the condensers are located on the side of the building near the chimney, and they're screened by some bushes. So they're on the side of the house where the chimney is.
They're just going to
Okay.
be replaced in that location?
Yeah,
So indicate them on the,
yes,
on the
absolutely.
drawings as well, and that's gonna happen, and that it's gonna remain there. And then the chimney is getting,
Extended in the same material that it is now. It's a brick chimney.
okay? And that's indicated, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think there's even dimension on it.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing on application 25-53, which is located at 4 End Place. Is there anyone here wishing to comment or question anything regarding this application?
I second that.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right, I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Is there anyone here? No?
Any
Okay.
comments? No?
Now you're gonna close.
Close it. I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing on application 25-53 located at 4 End Place.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty.
And then can you pass me down the samples? I could write down the colors that are on the preferred, the ones you would like to recommend.
Okay. So we prefer the top two.
Top 2, okay.
Generally, we prefer the lighter since you're going dark with the roof. Okay, but present the roof color when you come in the. And then the window color is white? Is that what's exist? Okay. And the trim will be white as well? Okay, so just present that in a package to the planning board when you beef it up. Okay?
So I have, why don't I read through the recommendations to the planning board?
Okay.
And then we could proceed with a motion. So it would be, the applicant is proposing white Anderson 400 series windows. Please provide a cut sheet for the windows with the planning board submission. Please specify the color of the siding. The Architectural Review Board recommends a lighter color siding such as the aged pewter or Boothbay blue. Number 3, please update the drawings, oh, no, sorry, that's the same. Please show the location of new HVAC equipment on the site plan. Please indicate that the chimney will be extended using the same materials as existing. And please label the white AZAC trim on the elevation.
Also shutters, color of shutters. They were proposing shutters, but we don't know the color.
Okay.
No, I mean, when they present, right? Because they were gonna do.
Sure.
make sure that that's
I mean,
Sure. So 7 would be to add the color of the proposed shutters to the elevation.
So I'd like to make a motion to refer application 25-53 located at 4 End Place to the planning board with those previously mentioned recommendations.
I second.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Very good.
Thank you.
And our next application this evening is application 25-71 located at 10 Sage Place.
Good evening. My name is John Yanacito. I'm an architect, and I'm representing the owners of the subject property. We are proposing additions and alterations to the existing single-family residence located at 10 Sage Place. Come up to the drawings. So the proposed scope of work will include a second-story addition over the existing footprint, which is highlighted here in the yellow. We're also proposing a one-story addition at the front, which is highlighted here in red. A two-story addition at the side and the rear, which is also highlighted in red. A new front entry portico, and we're replacing all the siding with stucco on all facades. So here is a elevation of the existing front. This was at one time an existing garage that the previous owner converted to a living space without permits. So we are going to bring it back to a garage. And then we're going to add the second-story addition over this portion of the house, remove the bay, and do a one-story addition here. And then here is the proposed front, showing the second-story addition, the two-story addition further back, one-story addition at the front with a balcony, which is accessible from the second floor, and the new portico. And then on the sides, this side of the house, really, you only see the addition beyond. And then this is the rear, the two-story addition here, which is currently a one-story addition that we're just adding onto the second floor. And same thing on the side. The side is existing at one story, we're just adding the second story there also. And here is a rendering of the front facade, showing the finished materials. The wall surfaces will be a three-coat stucco and a white finish. The roof, the main portion of the roof will be asphalt shingle in a charcoal finish. And then the roof over the portico and the structure over the garage doors will be a standing seam metal roof in a black finish. The windows will be Anderson 400 series and clad, vinyl clad in a black finish. The trim boards around the windows will be AZEK with the black finish. The trim boards at the roof line, including the eave, the soffit, and the rake boards, will all be AZEK in a black finish. The trim at the portico, including the rake and the columns, will all be AZEK in a white finish. The trim at the roof structure over the garage doors will also be AZEK in a white finish. The railing at the balcony, we have a balcony here and one at the rear, is going to be a metal railing in a black finish. The front entrance door and the overhead door will be a fiberglass door with black finish also. And then we're proposing a couple of light fixtures. We have one at the portico here, a hanging fixture, and two fixtures at the upper balcony on either side of that window. And then we also have a couple at the rear, one at this entrance here, and one at the upper balcony above the rear entrance. And then we also have some lighting at the recessed lighting underneath this roof here. Thank you for your time, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
The base color is white, is it white?
The stucco's white, yeah, it might be, you know, there might be a little bit shade in
Winter white?
it. Yeah,
Kind of.
there's a lot of variations on white these days. Used to be one white, now there's 600 whites.
And the texture to it, is that?
Yeah, the texture of the stucco. This is a gray finish, but this is the stucco.
Okay.
And then the roof shingles is charcoal.
Okay.
This is the overhead doors. There's the metal railing. AZEK. And the standing seam metal roof. So basically black and white everywhere.
The AZEK's textures?
Oh, no, it'll be smooth. Yeah, smooth. That's this side.
The black
It's the side
AZEK, are they gonna paint it?
You know, you can paint it.
Sorry, Jen, would you mind using the microphone? Thanks.
You can paint the AZEK, but there is a material that comes solid black, so we'll probably go with that one. I think it's called boral.
You said they're doing stucco all the way around?
Stucco all around, yep, including the chimney. The chimney's currently brick, so we'll stucco the chimney.
What is the siding now? Is that
It's vinyl.
Okay. So, I'm not finding the exact garage door here, like the windows, is it?
Well, that's the company, so I think there's one that might have more divided squares on it than what's shown there, but
Okay, well, most of them have like in a single garage, 2 like transoms, and this one has 3, so I'm just not,
yeah, we're gonna do the one with 3.
the one with
Well,
the 3?
Yeah,
They'll do it?
I think so. They might have some other samples on the side there.
I'm just not seeing anything with 3 on the top, only like the double ones have 4, and, I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at the wrong place.
We'll have to get a door that matches. It'll be a similar style to this
Okay.
one, but,
They definitely wanted 3 lights.
yeah.
The owners wanted 3 lights.
Yeah, I mean, it's, unless it doesn't match then we have to do just 2 panels on the bottom. 2 larger, more of a square pattern rather than rectangular. If we did the two lights, then they would be more rectangular. This gives you a more square look where it's 3.
Either way, I think it's okay. It's just that I'm not seeing that here.
I'll try to find
Either way, when you go to the planning board, maybe you can
photo
find
of
something that
similar, yeah.
either make this match this, or this match
Yep.
one way or the other.
Okay.
And then all around, the windows are new,
Yes, replacing all the windows.
and 6/1.
Yes.
Except for the, I don't know where that is on the rear. It looks like it may be a kitchen because it's
Yeah,
higher.
this is a kitchen window, yeah, so the sill is higher, so that becomes a casement instead of a double hung, or else it looks really squat.
They look naked.
Yeah.
Without the divided lights, I don't know, it just looks,
Yeah, if we put divided lights in that one, we have to carry it all the way down, and then it's, I think it really changes the look of the other windows. I mean, to have.
right. I mean, you couldn't give it a fake double hung
Just at the
look?
top? I don't know, I think, I'd
That
rather
looks
not do
weird
it
to you?
fake, yeah.
What do you think, Sylvia?
I don't
Just
think-
leave it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the back anyway, it's not like it's, somebody's gonna
Yeah, and this is
stand-
gonna be mostly cabinets on this facade. We have a big window on the side, which is this one here, because they have a pool out here in the yard.
And then, as far as, I know that it's the planning board's purview regarding the HVAC, but are you upgrading? Are you still keeping it in the same place?
Yeah, so currently it's in the corner here behind the chimney. And there's also some pool equipment here. So yeah, we're gonna keep it in the same location. They probably will replace it. I think they wanna go into a heat pump system instead of the conventional AC.
Okay,
But it'll still require a unit outside.
okay, so just make sure that
Yep.
it's on the site plan. Any other comments or questions? Okay. All righty, I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing for application 25-71 at 10 Sage Place.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty, anyone here from the audience like to question or comment regarding this application? I guess not. I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing on application 25-71 at 10 Sage Place.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty. And then I'd like to make a motion to refer application 25-71, located at 10 Sage Place, to the planning board with a recommendation to approve as submitted. All in favor? Or second, sorry.
Second?
All righty, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And as always, appreciated those nice renderings, John. Okay.
You got the rail?
The railing is good.
Thank
you. Have a great holiday. You too.
All right.
You too.
Thank you, you too. Okay.
2330,
She wasn't paying attention.
249 Main Street.
I think she
Right.
wants to talk about something not structurally related.
Yes. Next up on our agenda this evening is application 2330 at 249 Main Street.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. For the record, David Smith, Principal with Planning and Development Advisors. I'm here on behalf of Eastchester Manor Development, Angelo Agavino, who's here in the front row, and his architect, Antonio Freda. I've been working with Mr. Agavino for a number of years on the redevelopment of the subject site. It's located at 249 Main Street. It's just south of the Waverly Fire Station on the westerly side of the road. There's currently a vacant two-family building. We included pictures of the site in the application package. We've been before the planning board on a number of occasions with various redevelopment options for this subject site. The current application calls for a three-story building with 6 three-bedroom units supported by 16 parking spaces in both covered and at-grade configurations. We were referred to your board by the planning board at their last meeting. And with that, I think I provided a brief overview of the project, where we stand in the process, and I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Agavino and Mr. Freda to go through some of the specific design concepts that they're proposing for your consideration.
How you doing? My name is Angelo Agavino. I'm the owner of the project, hopefully the developer. Thank you for taking the time out to take a look at the drawings this evening. What we're proposing here is a 6-family, 3-bedroom unit. We did flow-through driveway that goes, it starts on the north side, goes around the building, comes out on the south side. We have mixed between blacktop and pavers. You'll see the hatch. These are pavers. Here's the air conditioning units by the front of each of the dwelling units. This one has 2 next to each other. Each apartment has two indoor parking spots on the first floor and basement area. And then we have some additional parking here in the back. We designed basically an open floor plan. So the first floor coming up into the kitchen, living room, family room, dining area is all open. Then we have 3 bedrooms upstairs. There's a master bathroom and then a shared bathroom in the hallway. We're going to do the board and batten style from Hardy. The sheets come 12 by 4, and then it's all cement board, and the batten pieces are also cement they come every 2 feet. So the sheet goes up first, and then these battens go up along to get the three-dimensional, the farmhouse look. The trim is going to be AZAC, and it's going to be white. The windows are going to be 400 series Anderson windows, black. We're going to go with black garage door, black front door. Each apartment has a balcony, a small balcony, and a Juliet balcony to come out with double sliding doors. They open left to right, and one's left, one's right. I don't know if the board has any questions that I could help and answer.
The garage that I see to the right of that, is that part of the firehouse?
No, this is the firehouse here.
Yeah,
It's-
that's
it's
what
in
I'm
our-
saying.
Yeah, this is in the three-dimensional shot, so they just, because I wanted to get more of the angle, this is part of the firehouse.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not seeing it in this picture, it's probably like over there on that picture? Would it be like somewhere just?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
actually to the left of that, the white door. I guess it cut
Okay.
off in that.
All right, so I can get and then 243 Main Street, the yellow home, is that the one to the other side?
They actually just painted it, I don't know, maybe it was like a few days ago. And they painted it blue, but it was
okay.
yellow, now it's blue.
But that's
That's the house, yeah.
Okay.
I think you do have a streetscape, is that?
Yeah, I do.
If you wanted to see that.
Luck of the turn, first page.
Okay.
So this is the house to the left. You see in the photo that's yellow. This is the proposed building, and this is the firehouse. So the garage is, the top of it's right here, and it slopes down.
What's the height of the ridge?
I think it may have
It's
had
been
it
on
on
the
that,
paper.
on that
Yeah, on that
first
page.
drawing. The one that, the height of the ridge is, I think it was on
Was
the
it?
drawing that we
Yeah, the
were
one
on,
you just had.
the streetscape, I think.
39 feet, 1 3/4.
Would that require a variance?
No, because this is the RB district.
Okay. What's going
We're
on?
under the
The
regulation.
the dormers on the roof, is that just clear story for the second floor, or is it actually storage?
There's storage on the attic space,
It's an
walk up.
office space in the attic,
Oh, so it's a
on the
It's like a
plan.
little,
occupied space.
This wasn't approved, right, by the planning board yet?
It's still pending
So
before
the
the planning
staircase
board, yeah.
going to the third level, I guess?
Yeah, this is staircase going up, walk up.
And it has to be, I guess they have to be sprinkled, right?
Sprinkles, yes.
I really like the side view better than what's facing the street.
Yeah, it looks a little more commercial, opposed to residential.
Yeah,
Do you have the materials?
I do. It's,
Sample?
I had them nice and cut off, but I left them on the job, so I ended up going there and breaking them off. So I'm sorry for the condition of them. This is
that's okay.
So that's the hardy. That big piece is broken off of a large sheet. And that's
The batten?
The batten.
Oh, the AZAC.
and I'm sorry for the condition of it.
The batten is actually that wide, 5.5 inches?
No, that's the AZAC. I don't think.
Yeah, this is the AZAC and the board and batten would be the hardy
Right.
that's right there.
The spacing is
It's,
2 feet, 18 inches?
it works out to about, like, just a little more than 12 inches if we divide out the pieces and put the batten in. It's for waterproofing, it works out great because you put,
And these are gonna be rentals?
yeah. So The piece of plywood would, the piece of material would be from the freeze board that's here to the bottom freeze board, and then and the seam, we would put the batten piece in between, and then divide out the space after that, so we could waterproof the seams, and you know, you don't have two pieces of plywood on top of each other. You have water coming inside. So
And there's a landscaping plan that has new landscaping in the front along Main Street, if you wanted to go through that.
Yeah, on that, the original rendering, the color rendering, it seems pretty flat. Does it go up a little bit more on this, from the street to the building? Because I know, like, there's like a wall, right? So that wall comes down?
the stone wall is there. It's going to be in the same spot, but it's just going to be redone.
It's remaining, the wall.
Okay.
The stone wall that's there, it's beautiful. It's Westchester stone. It's nice.
It is
It's just,
nice. So
the joints
right
are-
now, that rendering doesn't have it? Is that what I'm seeing, or am I
No, there's-
missing?
the wall's
Oh, it's
here.
there, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It
It's
almost
just a
looks
little dwarf
green.
because of the sides of the
Yeah.
building. Yeah.
Okay.
But same type of material. This is going to be new, but there's some rock on the site that we're going to be chipping out, so we're going to be using the same stuff.
There are some deciduous trees shown in the front landscaping, which might be a little bit taller than what's shown in the rendering.
Yes, the landscape plan was done a bit after the rendering. There's a couple of nice trees that the landscape architect put in there.
I remember seeing do we have the rendering just smaller? Is that where it is? I thought I remember seeing it. Or-
It's
Yeah,
it's
it
on the
was
second
in-
page of this thing. Rendering you looking for? I'm sorry.
Okay. Got it.
We've been through the ringer on this property a bit. Went from 4-story building, got approved, and then to remove the wires in the front just made it, the project not work out. So we had to take down all the power lines in the front. It was crazy amount of money from Con Edison so we had to go back and redesign, bought the property behind, tried to do a 6-story building, then brought it down to 5. Town didn't like it. So we went back and honestly, I like this project way better. But we did have a 15 apartment building approved here that it didn't make sense after taking the wires down in the front. It was just, $500,000 to take down these wires. It just didn't make sense to do that. So with this project, we don't have to, the wires will remain. And
So right now, we're not seeing them? Is that?
yeah, it's, the power lines that are in the front of the,
If you look at the photograph, they're gonna be essentially in the same spot where they are now in the existing residence.
Haram. Okay.
How close is the
Yeah.
driveway to the pole? Right?
I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
the driveways are actually in the exact same location where they are now. So right now, the property makes
there's the driveway.
a similar loop. But now it's just like it was a construction yard. Both aprons are exactly in the same
They
location.
clear.
And the pole is next to
Yeah.
it, but there's a few feet off the driveway coming in.
How many units are there now?
6.
No, not in the new one, I'm sorry, existing.
What's there now? It's a
single
two-family
family.
house.
It's a single-family house.
Single, 2-family?
I think it's a two-family. There's 2 apartments there. I don't know if it's legally, but it's 2 kitchens. I think there are,
The last time you presented this site, it was a 4 or 5-story building, right?
we got approved a 4-story building
Right.
with 15 apartments in it.
15 units.
Yeah. I mean, this is, I like this a lot better because the scale is, more in
More
tune.
residential, yeah.
More residential looking, yeah. That's the only thing I agree with. It looks a little more commercial on the side, you know, the front face. But I do agree.
Yeah,
It's scaled down. It does look
Yeah.
nice.
And once the deciduous trees are there, it will be a little bit more buffered on the front,
Yeah.
because they're a little bit taller than what's shown in the rendering.
What's the structure made of? I know that's not part of this board, but it's.
Stick, I'm gonna stick build it. It's,
Stick?
yeah.
It's like TJIs or open like open wood joist?
So, conventional studs for the walls, I'm gonna do TGIs for the floors, and LVLs and for,
Just like a 2x12 rafter or something like that?
it's gonna be a 14-inch TGI for the floor, just to get the span.
The roof line.
Oh, for the
Rafters? I mean, just
the
traditional-
rafters is gonna be 2x12 and then 2x10 ceiling joists. It's gonna be framed like
Like a house.
basically 6 single-family homes, with just a fire rating in between the apartments, with going all the way up. I don't know if you guys are.
Does that have to penetrate the roof line? No?
Doesn't have to, but. There's a property that I bought and I redid right across from the funeral home, that I did the same thing. The neighborhood loved it. Same board and batten look. It was very
With the
sold
salon is?
stucco. Yeah, exactly
In
the
the
same
corner,
look.
right?
Yeah.
The white and black?
What,
Yeah.
you mean the appliance place?
Yeah.
The appliance place, yeah.
So I want to rent that. You know, I like the area. I have two families behind the new street. This is, you know, I'm gonna keep this and rent this. It's gonna be hopefully as beautiful as I imagine it to be.
Am I correct, originally, rather than garages, there was like one big elevated thing before?
Yeah, so before it was a concrete structure that was on the bottom and open parking inside, and also on the outside, and it was,
To accommodate more parking for the
yeah,
more
for,
units?
because I needed the spaces. We had a big overhang in the back, which was a mess, and talking to the structural engineers was a disaster, but it has become a completely different project. And honestly, I love it. Being an Eastchester guy, grew up here, went to school here, everything. I think this is gonna be great for the town and great for that block.
So then, the parking spaces are divided, there's obviously 2 per unit inside, 2 interior, and are these guest spaces in the back?
Yes, so you need 2.5 spots per dwelling unit. So it's like
Okay.
guests, you know, if somebody has an extra car and wants to leave it out there for the day, or, but it's gonna be guest parking for people that come there. People could also park in front of their garage. There's room for trucks. We had the whole traffic analysis, it's in there as well. But for delivery trucks to come in, and they were able to pull over on the side, and the car was able to continue around the structure.
Yeah, our consulting traffic engineer has reviewed it, and all of his comments have been satisfied.
Yeah, because I know, I guess really the issue with this is it's really self-enclosed. It's not like they have the ability to go to really like close nearby for street parking.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean,
there's
there's
nothing in
street
front of it.
parking, metered parking on the street there.
Right there?
Yeah,
Okay.
not right in front of this property, because the spots, there's 2 spots right in front of the building between the 2 driveways are the ambulance volunteer guys, they park
Okay.
here, so they're reserved for them. But people park over there all the time, but the meter parking starts right after this
Starts there.
driveway. So anybody could, so if I think it stops at 6:30, a meter, and if someone wanted to, you know, had people there overnight and there was spots were full, they were able to park down the street. When we did the traffic study, there's not a lot of parking there. There's not a lot of people that park there, so the spots are fairly vacant and are able to be used by the tenants. which I don't, there's a lot of parking there, so to park two cars inside the garage, and also you could block the garage if need be, and then also in the back, and then the street, so there's a tremendous amount.
So, I think that it looks much nicer than the original, what I remember
Thank you.
of it. My only comment, I guess, is that the street side looks not as nice as the other side. I don't know.
Understanding, but the thing is, you're gonna be driving down and seeing this, a lot of the side of it, because it's all open, it's not like it's, you only see
Right.
the front, so like as you're continuing down the street, unless you're standing directly right in between the middle of the building, you'll
We're
only
actually
see the
gonna see
front.
more
but
of the side.
Majority of the street, as you're walking or driving, you'll be able to see the rest of it, because it's all open. We're proposing vinyl fencing around the side, white, vinyl fencing. There's some in the back there, but it's all like destroyed, and it's all gonna be replaced with new.
What about gutters and leaders, that kind of stuff?
White.
Is it indicated here, though, or are they not?
I believe so,
It's- I
it's
think
on
it's
the
shown on the
elevation.
elevation.
The 3D rendering, I don't think it has it in here, but they're gonna be white. You won't even, it's gonna blend in with the siding and the trim.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
Thank you. Much easier to build.
And those things next to the garage, is that the HVAC,
Yes,
those
ma'am.
little,
Gonna be standard HVACs or heat pumps?
Heat pump,
Heat pump.
yeah. The heat pumps cost the same as the other, it's more cost effective now to even
smaller.
to not offer that, because some people the renters are gonna be like, oh, I wanna go with the guy with the heat pumps to save money.
Mhm.
You save so much money with those
Save
things.
space
so,
too.
I mean, they cost basically the same to buy.
The only thing I'm concerned about is the colors. They really don't match. I mean, the AZAC's the other one looks dirty. I guess maybe it looks dirty.
It's
the cement
it's
board.
Arctic white.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of an off-white, hardy from the plastic. The plastic is white, but Arctic white is the hardy white.
Mhm.
It's if you ever look at them right next to each other, it's just like looks like a tinge of gray, like just a drop, but that's their white.
but the batten is gonna be the hardy white, right?
Same, yeah.
Just the trim will be the AZAC around the
Yeah,
windows and.
around the windows, the corners will be, corners that we come pre-made from Hardy.
Roof.
We're gonna do 30-year Timberline charcoal.
Shingles.
Yeah, shingle.
And the color of the windows is black?
Black.
Charcoal roof, black. Yeah.
Black. Everything's black or white.
Wait, yeah.
Well, a variation of a white.
Okay. Any other questions from the board members, guys? No? Okay. So I would like to make a motion to open the public hearing on application 2539 305 White Plains Road.
Nope, this is
Oh, I'm
249
sorry.
Main Street, yeah.
Wrong one. Main Street. Application 23-30, 249 Main Street.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone here with questions or comments about this application? No? Okay. So I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing on application 23-30, 249 Main Street.
I second.
Favor?
Aye.
All righty. And then I'd like to make a motion to refer application 23-30, address 249 Main Street, to the planning board with a recommendation to approve as submitted. There was no other.
I did not hear any recommendations.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
very much.
It's been a long road, and I
Okay,
appreciate
so
you running.
let's just finish the motion. So Adam,
Okay.
second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
There we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Quick on
Thank you.
John.
Do you want
Thank
these?
you. Have a good night.
Good throw.
Looks good.
Thanks. Okay, now we are on agenda item number 7, 23-39, 305 White Plains Road. Okay. Oh, there's different sides, okay. It's not-
Good evening. Jonathan Villani, representing Annunziata Villani Design Consultants and the owners of 305 White Plains Road. We presented to the planning board last month for some alterations to an existing commercial building, proposing a garage structure underneath, not changing the footprint of the building, adding some new windows, new storefront. If you are, I believe you're probably familiar with the building on the corner of Highland and White Plains Road. The existing facade will remain the same. We're replacing the storefront. The one change that occurred between the drawings I submitted to the ARB to now is that instead of stucco on the Highland side, we're going to do brick that matches the existing that's there now. It's an older brick. We're not doing new brick. We're going to match the older brick that's on the building now. There's really two materials that are involved here. Brick, if you see on the renderings, the brick is going to go wrap around the entire building, except for on the side that faces the neighboring property's driveway, which will just remain the stucco that's there now.
Is this the rental place, the two rental places?
Yeah,
right there?
yeah, yeah. So the owner's actually going to occupy it for his office space. He's a travel agent, so they're going to have the office space. We made the windows bigger on the Highland Avenue side, and also a new garage door wider, 16 feet on that side to accommodate the additional spaces underneath the structure.
That garage door was existing? It was always
There was a
there?
garage door there, but it was a single garage door. So we're adding, in the lower level, we're adding 7 spots underneath. Right now there's 4. So we're adding 3 spots. So he made a wider garage door for turning radiuses, backing in and out of the garage. So if the elevations will be brick on 3 sides and then stucco just on the side of the neighbor that faces a driveway.
Is the parking for like employees or?
Yeah, for his employees. Now this project is going in phases. The first phase is for him to occupy it as an office building, which he will on the first level, dressing up the entire building as of right now. And I'll be presenting for you in a couple months. We're going to present 2 stories added on top for apartments. But right now it's phase 1. We're trying to just renovate the building because he wants to occupy it as his office. So we're doing first level.
Do you have the materials?
Well, there's only 2 materials. One's the existing brick that's there, and the black aluminum storefront windows is pretty much the 2 facades, the 2 materials that occur here. So the existing brick's going to wrap. If you look at the photos that were presented in the meeting, the brick that's on the facade now will just continue wrapping around the entire building. And all the windows and a storefront will be black aluminum.
And the garage door will be black.
Black, black. Yeah, black aluminum for all the doors and windows, and then brick wrapping the entire building.
Oh, entirely, because here, so I think, like a gray paint.
What is that?
Side?
I'm sorry.
Just this part is going to stay the stucco
Yeah,
that
that's
it
the
is.
existing front facade that was changing the storefronts in. That gray is actually a sign, that's an awning for a sign, which gets to get presented separately to you as a separate application. Yeah, so,
An awning for a sign?
yeah, that's just a proposed awning that's not there right now.
You need to read the sign law.
Yeah, no, I'm sure, but it was just for the rendering purposes, to show that there was a sign there previously, an awning, black awnings that went across, that had signage on it.
Yes, with a
Yes, with the
small
slanted.
apron.
So we're just showing that there will be a sign there, however it gets approved or presented will be to be determined.
Well, offices, what
Okay.
type of business? I'm just wondering.
It's travel agent,
Sorry?
travel agency.
Okay. So, I know that goes to the sign committee, that's separate. I am the chairperson of that as well.
Okay.
And so I would feel very not okay approving something like this that just doesn't even conform to the sign law at all, like what's allowable on a building.
So we could just take it, we could just take the sign off the building
take
for
it
now.
off, yeah.
That's fine.
But we would have to see what's going on underneath it. If it's,
It's just brick. It's gonna be the same as, yeah. It's just.
I think at this point, for the purposes of the site plan review, there's
Okay.
no change proposed to the existing front facade.
No.
okay,
And that's what the plan will indicate. So if, like, future changes for the signs would come back as a separate application.
Yeah, separate application.
I just want to be
Yes.
really clear about
Yes,
that.
and our sign law, we have a separate sign law that is not within our zoning ordinance, and it also regulates awnings. So if you want to propose an awning, you'll want to take a look at that.
Everything's gonna get attached on top of the building's facade, so the brick facade is what we're approving. Whatever we attach onto it will be determined by the, whatever sign you guys allow us to attach to it, right? To the facade.
Understood.
Yeah.
So, right now, if you're presenting just the facade, then just present the facade.
I'll take off the elevations and renderings, we just take the sign off.
So, did you need, gosh, I know this was like kind of fits and starts and stop orders and whatever. Is there anything here that we would be approving that is not according to code?
No,
Done already, or whatever?
no, as proposed, there are no zoning variances that are needed for this proposal. Whatever might come into phase
Yeah,
two, that would need a separate zoning analysis. Nothing a part of that is a part of this application, but for this application, it's becoming more conforming in terms of parking, so they're adding parking spaces, and no zoning variances were needed.
And your drawings are gonna be updated to
Yes,
reflect the brick?
reflect, yes, the brick on my drawings, yes, as well. And now, and updated, I'll take the sign off of the updated plans.
Part of this board, but, so you guys did a lower level for parking based on thinking you're gonna get the 2 stories approved?
No, that's his,
Well,
his first, no, because, I've explained to him since day one how difficult it is to get these parking variances, so he wanted to improve the parking for his employees in general. So he put as many parking spaces downstairs, whether it's gonna be used just for his office space, or whether we do versions of a proposed 2-story addition or a 1-story addition. It was more for renovation purposes right now, for the 2 offices that'll be upstairs.
So a travel agency and something else that? like-
No, he's gonna occupy the whole first floor. It's just, it was previously 2 offices, so we're just keeping it 2 offices, but we made a whole, if you look at the plan, we have an opening in between the door, wall for him to occupy it.
So it's like 2 modules like the
Yeah.
ones that were there before?
Correct,
And there's a pass-through, right? The door?
Yeah.
yeah. So just, he thinks he's gonna occupy the whole thing, but if you ever, we never wanted to take the office space away if you ever wanted to separate it and make it two offices.
Understood. Now, you're just gonna match the brick that's there, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
But it has to be new brick, you're not gonna find the same brick.
Well, there's veneers that you can get that match that old brick, yeah, yeah.
Do we need to see those samples?
That's up to you.
Yeah.
It's one brick.
What are we exactly proving here?
So the changes,
Fenestration?
yeah, so it is the side along Highland, the change in the windows, the garage, and then also the rear facade will
You
be
should
very
see, there should be a rear
different.
facade rendering there too.
Even with the
Because the
veneers.
rear facade is,
Yeah,
No, the only reason why.
well, there's a home right there.
Yeah. The only reason why I asked
When you
that.
say the rear facade?
Yeah,
because
and
it's hard
also
to
the
match
change to the
original
rear
brick.
along
I don't know if
oh
it's
no,
the
we already
original
did,
brick, like,
we,
even
you have
with
to
the
go
veneer.
through a few of them, but you can, yeah, you can.
Not only that, it's also a difference in thickness.
Yeah, yeah, but this whole facade's gonna get done for front, you can always pack it out,
Yeah.
pack it out to match the elevation of the brick. So here's the rear.
This,
I don't like to be difficult, I would just like to see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, just to
obviously
make sure it
that's just
matches,
a
because if
box.
it doesn't match,
Yes,
you gotta
that's the
see the
location.
difference.
Yeah, well, the brick that they have there is it's not like tumbled brick, it's still it's a brick, but it just has variations in color. So you just have to match, it's not like the solid brick, so it's not that hard to match.
Yeah,
What
the
about
oth-
the roof?
Roof is flat, So, and it has a parapet, so you don't see any material. The existing roof in the front is shingles, asphalt shingles right now, it's gonna remain.
Oh, they're not changing the shingles, it remains?
No, because this part of the building, this part here is existing as it is now. The alterations occur from this back here.
And there is going to be a modification along Highland because that alley behind the building will kind of be closed off because now there'll be head-in parking into that. So it looks like there might be, the retaining wall was continued with the
Yes.
railing that goes all the way around.
So it'll be more isolated. I don't know if you remember what it used to be. I put older pictures in there. The parking used to be just up that driveway, leaking out to Highland Avenue.
To be honest, I didn't even know they were parking on
Yeah,
the.
like that, yeah. So now it's isolated, secured. The whole property is going to be encapsulated now where it's going to be all contained inside.
So the parking will come in through the stucco side.
Yep. So it comes in through Highland Avenue here, and you can turn in here and park, and then turn that side park. If you look at the,
Oh, so it's not
The
the
building
stucco
inspector
side,
did
it's-
analysis.
On the other side.
It's over here then, the
yep,
garage.
yep, garage door on Highland Avenue. Where it is now, it's just going to be a wider garage door.
It looked all run down.
Yeah.
That building looked run down.
Yeah. We had to lower the whole garage structure 30 inches.
And so it was like this before, going into it, or?
It was always, if you look at the rendering, it's always Highland Avenue descends, but there is enough, but if you look at the picture where the cars are in the back, the existing one, yeah, that was elevated 30 inches above the curb cut, 30 inches above the curb cut.
Oh.
So we just lowered everything down to where the curb cut is. It still has a pitch, but it's just, it's a little higher, a few inches higher, but now it's level of the curb cut.
So the sidewalk doesn't pitch anymore like
No,
that?
it'll pitch towards the curb cut, but slightly,
But, yeah,
not as it was
not-
before, yeah.
No, well, is there a way where if we send it to the planning board and it gets approved, but to not hold them up, but to see the brick, they could shoot it back to us if it doesn't match?
I mean, the planning board could refer it back to you. The other thing you can do is ask the applicant to bring and rely on the planning board to confirm that it matches.
Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely would,
That's
I would
fine.
recommend that.
Not a problem,
Yeah.
not a
And
problem.
then that way, if they don't,
To the extent he's going to do this building, like the amount of work we're doing to this building, he has no problem trying to do whatever he has to do to match the brick from all the way across, so it matches. He doesn't want to make it look different
no,
either,
that-
yeah. So.
Sure, so to bring samples to the planning board to
definitely.
confirm that it matches, and then if it doesn't match, recommend
Throw it back to
referral
us,
back.
yeah.
The amount, to be quite honest with you, the amount of brick we're doing, we want to match that brick, it's a lot of brick. So if there does become a problem with the brick matching, there's nothing to say, it's only a little brick to rip off to match, to make it all
I
match,
agree.
yeah.
I would just like to see it.
That's fine.
Or at least they approve it, make sure it matches.
Sure.
Because if it doesn't match, you can see it's gonna be an eyesore, it just won't look right.
Yeah, no, I got you.
You see
It's
that
almost
as you
like I
drive.
wonder if you could, with the planning board at some point, could you keep a copy of the sample with the materials, and we could ask the planning board members to look, because I hear your point, but other than the photograph, I don't know, it might be nice for them to see the physical sample.
No, I'll take a brick from the site.
You'll take a brick from the
Yeah, I'll take a
siding,
couple
okay.
bricks from the site. I'm sure they're floating around somewhere over there.
That's exactly,
Yeah, and I'll just bring that in with the sample board to match it up.
that or just do it all the same,
Yeah.
new.
Well, let's see, if I can match it, I'll match it. If not, then we're just all new. We're still gonna go with the older brick. We're not doing that, cold, stiff, red brick around, you know what I mean, the one that,
Is this a slate roof in the front?
It's what existing now. I believe it's
Yeah.
asphalt. I believe it's whatever it is, it's slate. I mean, is it slate or asphalt, I
It
think?
looks slate. The only place I can really see it is in this corner
There should be an old front, is there a front photo somewhere?
I'm not seeing the.
I can show you. I have it on my phone. Hold on one second.
Get rid of the other stuff.
Other than that recommendation, I'm good.
Yeah, it's slate. It's slate in the front. You see? Well, let me just put it. If you flip it that way.
Yeah, it's a nice slate roof.
No, we can keep that, yeah. Might have to repair a couple pieces, but that's,
And, you know, because it doesn't, like, connect to anything else new that's going on, you don't have to do any more roof.
No.
I mean, not
Yeah.
visible roof.
No, because any new roof is flat besides that. And there is a parapet wall, so the mechanical equipment will hide on the roof underneath the parapet wall.
So this large, or taller opening, I should say, is for a stairway? Is that,
Yeah, that's gonna be, that's at the door that's on my drawings. That'll be that's an entrance to the building.
Oh, before the entrance was in the front.
No, there's still gonna be an entrance in the front, yeah. There's two entrances here.
I know, when I was doing my house, I went and rented two.
yeah, this has the slate.
It's a
not the
different,
color, but it has the
I think the
slate.
brick is definitely better than the stucco that's, you know, on the Highland Avenue side.
No, I agree.
Okay, so. I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing on application 25-39, 305 White Plains Road.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone here wishing to comment or question anything regarding this application? I don't think so. So then I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing on application 25-39, 305 White Plains Road.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty.
Thank you very much.
Wait, no, that was just a public hearing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, so I have two items for this. The first is to remove the signs from the elevations and I think it's just on the renderings, correct?
Right.
Remove the signs from the rendering. And number two, provide samples of the existing and proposed brick to the planning board for that board to confirm that they match.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm just checking to see on the front elevations, not the rendering.
I think I do have a sign on the front elevations. I'll take that off as well.
It says awning to be removed, so, yeah, just remove.
That's fine.
Or new sign, whatever, yeah,
Yeah.
just remove that.
Yeah, I have to change the elevations to match the renderings anyway. I gotta change it to brick on Highland Avenue, so
Right, okay,
change all that on the plans.
so.
So
we have-
a motion to, did you want to make a motion to refer application 25-39, 305 White Plains Road to the planning board with a recommendation to approve with the following recommendations: remove the sign from the elevation and rendering, number one, and number two, provide samples of the existing and proposed bricks to the planning board so that that board can confirm that they match.
I motion.
I'd like to
Okay.
make
I
that
second.
motion.
Okay?
Second,
I second.
And a vote?
all in favor?
Aye.
All right,
Thank you.
Late.
all righty, and then I would like to make a motion to adjourn the November 6th, 2025 ARB meeting. The next meeting is scheduled for Thursday, January 8th, 2026.
If you have it, I'll take
I second.
Thank,
Yeah.
all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Righty.
Thank you.
Thank you and good night, Eastchester.
Have a good night.